Christ is king.
Sorry, I just think I'm too stupid to understand this.
Strange monoliths have popped up around the world, and the first thing people thought in 2020 was aliens. But that is until you looked at the side of the monolith and noticed the monolith was welded together with rivets. The aliens are still in their shop class phase of monolith construction. But that's just not enough to make into a video. The welding aliens of the shop class nebula? So why would I make this video then? Because a YouTuber thought he would look like a hero if he tore down the monoliths.
Christ is king. Christ is king. Christ is king.
And he thought he would gain a bunch of subscribers.
Oh my God! Wow!
And views.
Wow!
And money. And drugs. I don't know.
Is this a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
Because a YouTuber thought, oh, I read that part already. God, this screen sucks. But this is 2020. And no one is going to tear down our welding shop class alien fantasy monument without a fight. And now the world hates the would-be heroes. Here's what happened. Some park rangers were helicoptering over the Grand Canyon mountains when they saw a strange metal monolith sitting in a circular canyon. Not long later, a strange guy on the internet came forward and told everybody that he watched it drop from the sky. He was quickly debunked by a Google Earth data showing that the monument was around since after 2016. Word spread fast about the strange monolith. The first people to pick it up were the UFO sighting crowd on YouTube and Reddit. I have one of their videos right here. It's pretty good.
Big, meaty claws!
Here we go!
Tell me about the monolith, conspiracy nerd.
Scientists have discovered a mysterious monolith. A monolith in the desert. A monolith in the desert. In the desert.
You're freaking me out, man. Settle down.
They won't say the pinpoint location of it because in the desert. It's extremely controversial. How did it get there and in the desert? What does it mean? When they woke up and it signified an evolvement in the desert, evolutionary traits of the human species. And then fast forward to like a million years later, where scientists have discovered a mysterious monolith. Technology has existed, space travel and everything like that. And they found a second monolith, which is at the Jupiter's moon. They go there and they all go crazy. Just I forgot. Malfunctions. And then that's it. There's a whole baby thing after that, but you'll see what I mean. It's completely confusing.
Wow!
So-called alien obelisks and more of the cross right here.
In the middle of the night in California, a few Christian gentlemen decide to put a cross up.
Because Christ is king of this country. We don't want illegal aliens from Mexico or outer space. So let's tear this bitch down, come on.
After the monolith disappeared, the city put out this update. Many of you have had questions around the appearance and disappearance of the monolith on top of Pine Mountain. At this time, the monolith has been taken down by a group that traveled over 5 hours in the middle of the night to remove the mysterious three-sided steel structure that stood about 10 feet tall and appeared to weigh 200 pounds. If you have any information about the monolith's arrival and or departure, please contact the police department.
Christ is king! Christ is king! Christ is king! Christ is king! It's like bolted down. Christ is king! Christ is king! Christ is king! Christ is king! It's like bolted down.
These brave kids ended up being hated by the entire country, especially the internet, for removing something that brought people a little bit of curiosity and hope in such dark times that we live in. But the Utah monument, that is a different story.
Spirits, come to me.
That went down back in May of 2019. I apologize that I walked away instead of working with you on it. I was new to YouTube, I didn't know you, and I was afraid that you were lying to me. I should have worked it out with you. You are correct. I have learned from this mistake, and I can assure you that this is not something I have continued. Nick Snyder, viewer's voice. I'm sorry that a day...
As for the Utah monument, a vegan athlete stuntman guy that likes jumping off of high places and parachuting decided that the crowds that were being drawn by that monument were bad. He released a letter, but first, let's look at his video.
Hey, stop!
The safe word is run.
If you're interested in exactly what happened to the monolith, keep reading, because I was literally there. 3 of my friends drove the 6 hours to the middle of nowhere in Utah and got to the trailhead after passing a sea of cars. I had finished taking photos under the moonlight and was taking a break. 4 guys rounded the corner. 2 of them walked forward. They gave a couple of pushes on the monolith, and one of them said, "You better have got your pictures." He gave it a big push, and it fell over, leaning on one side. He yelled back to his other friends that they didn't need the tools. The other guy with him at the monolith then said, "This is why you don't leave trash in the desert." Then all 4 of them came up and pushed it almost to the ground on one side. Blottity, 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 lots of garbage. One thing of note is at the end of this, they scream, "Leave no trace," as they were running away. But fortunately, we have an actual letter from the man who did this, after receiving a massive amount of backlash and having his YouTube channel downvoted into all eternity with many comments that I will show you in a minute because they're pretty hilarious. He left this message on Instagram or something. "We removed the Utah monolith because there are clear precedents for how we share and standardize the use of our public land. Let's be clear, the dismantling of the monolith is tragic, and if you think we're proud, we're not. We're disappointed. No, you guys thought you'd get a lot of traffic to your YouTube channels and attention on this big documentary that you did right before this. I wonder what you do with the spikes that you use to anchor those wires up on those high places. Do you leave those spikes in the mountain? Is a giant monolith kind of like all of the thousands upon thousands of spikes you and your friends leave in mountains when you're hiking? Who knows? I'm just a YouTuber. We want to make it clear we support art and artists. Why'd you knock it down then? So let's see what happened to his YouTube channel real fast. 2 comments I think you guys will love. So you consider yourselves to be the nature police. Just because you disagree with it doesn't give you the right to destroy the work of other people any more than it gave them the right to put it there in the first place. As rock climbers, you drill holes in cliff faces and put metal grapplings and other equipment in natural rocks all the time. Hypocrites much? Yes! Really big hypocrites. Also, this is a good one. Love how everyone is disliking his other videos since he decided to remove the like and dislikes. Suck to suck. Gotta make it up somewhere. And there's another comment. I can't find it. I don't know where I put it. Another person at the site had to clean up a bunch of mess these guys left when taking down the monument. Weird, right?
What the hell is this?
Given all of this background, I would like to now address the community.
I'm gonna have to clean this up. I'm gonna have to clean this fucking mess up.
It has been hard for me to see the real criticism from the harassment. I have for sure made mistakes by blocking subscribers and accusing them of trolling. Misunderstood the intentions of commentary channels and their criticism of me while under duress because of the relentless targeting of this group. I have absolutely gotten frustrated at creators when I've seen them become weaponized against me by this group, including Emily Baker, Creepshow Art, Nick Snyder, Dustin Daly, Angelica Oles, Keemstar, Tipstar,
My name's Ian.
Augie, to name a few.
And I
to these creators,
I'm
sorry if I
patient.
said things while under attack that may have been
They
upsetting
wouldn't.
to you.
They wouldn't tell me
I'm
whose
sorry that I hurt your feelings.
eyes they gave me. They said it
I
wasn't
truly
important.
apologize for what I have
just
said
that
or
they're
done
normal, healthy
in response
eyes.
to your criticisms because
And
of
that
these trolls.
I would have
I'm
nothing to
only
worry
asking
about.
you all today to please reconsider using these trolls as sources. Our community on YouTube is vibrant.